All right, so this is a little different, especially because we're hoping the rain don't catch us. But as you can see, got someone here with us, and this is the escape artist of Dead Man's Hand, Freakshow. Woo! I don't know if y'all want to woo or not, because he's, but you know, he's here. That's the point. So say hello. If you want to talk, you know, that's kind of the point.
I'll talk here. We'll see.
This question's pointless.
Nah, I'll talk.
He's gonna rip these shits up then.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know or doesn't do much, we're here at United 210 right now. This is where kind of we do all the interviews, and he is part of Dead Man's Hand, who I consider the leader because he is the last original member.
The only original member.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But, you know, we digress. We keep it trucking. He's doing good. All the things above. So we're just going to jump right into it. Please speak a little louder. Because
Okay,
I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it for the audio.
Right.
Okay, so what has it been like since you officially debuted? Which, by the way, congratulations on the year.
Thank you.
Saw that. Congrats.
It's been just like a real big like journey for me
Mhm.
because it's mainly like the how would I say it? The roadmap, I guess, for hybrid.
Mhm.
The to get to become the graduate that I am now.
Okay.
We all have our own journey. Mine took me 2.5 years to graduate, so it's been kind of a long stretch. Because for people who don't know and probably don't know, when you go through hybrid for training, you start on the turf, you do some time on the turf, then you get moved into the beginner ring, you learn the basics and all that, and then you get moved into Coach Funaki's ring, which it's more psychology based and like actually like, hey, you're gonna learn like why we do things, why this doesn't make sense, why this makes sense, and all that kind of stuff. And then you do your time in there, and then you move to the graduate room, where you're with the other grads, the more advanced people. You're there for a little while, and then eventually you graduate, right? That's the sum up version of it.
The short version.
Yeah, but
No pun intended, I swear.
but I debuted when I was in Funaki's room, which is a very, very rare like occasion.
So
Not a lot of people got to do something like that.
Okay.
And what happened was I had blown out my knee. I had a tear in my meniscus, and I was out. And I didn't want to just not do nothing. I didn't want to just like
sit on the sidelines, like, oh shit, my knee.
Or go home.
Okay.
So I basically asked our coach, Coach Marvel, like, hey, I still want to contribute, but what can I do? What can I learn? Like, there's got to be something I can do. What are my options? And then he brought up like commentary, like filming stuff, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't think so. But then I mentioned being a manager because one Casey Blackrose, he was the first person I texted that day. I was like, what do I do? Because I just got in the news that, hey, you're going to be out for a while. And it's not a good idea if you're running, jumping, and doing all this stuff. So,
why not? It's all fun.
So
I'm kidding. Please, no one take me seriously.
So basically, he told me, like, why don't you ask to be a manager? You can learn how to do that. You're good at talking. Surprise.
Very surprised.
So I asked it. He texted me back. He was like, probably not. Gave it like 5 more minutes. He's like, well, we'll see. And then I got to give it to Don Juan, our character coach. There was days where Funaki wasn't there, and he would take our ring and he would have us do promos and practice, try to figure out whose characters whose, like, just figure yourself out.
Like blind do it? Like you're...
No, we would literally go into our little room and he would set up the camera and he's like, all right, you have this prompt today, be in character, you have to do this. One of the prompts was literally like, all right, I want you to sell a product, but in your character.
Interesting.
So it was literally like you had a product,
Okay.
and you would try to sell it to the audience, but you were in your character. So how would your character sell it? It was just the wildest, like...
That sounds
character
so
idea.
random, but also kind of beneficial, I guess.
There was that one, and then press conference. That was probably the most fun one.
Press conference.
We would have everyone sitting down, and you would be behind a table, and you would literally just be asked questions from the audience, and they would just be off the top of your head, random questions.
Okay.
But you had to be in character the whole time.
Okay.
And it was like, so how would your character respond to this? And it helped us a lot get quicker on our feet.
So like when someone heckles you, just like a quick comeback.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But also like it really helped figure out like who we were, like, because there's a lot of characters that people haven't seen that got to do like those promos. And eventually I showed up one day like this, and because he was like, hey, like, you know, bring your stuff, like I want to see what you guys look like. And lo and behold, we saw this, and then about a month or so later, about August, he walks up to me and he says, hey, I got an idea for you. And then I became the manager in September 26th of 2024. And then it was just rocking and rolling with them for up until I found out I was wrestling.
Oh shit.
I wasn't told.
They were just like, here.
I found out when he dropped the flyer.
Oh shit.
Like when he dropped the flyer.
That's one hell of a way to find out.
I didn't know it was me. I didn't know I was in it until somebody, I'm not gonna name him, but somebody texted me saying, hey, I'm sorry, I can finally say something now, but congrats, you deserve it. And I was like, so I was at work. Believe it or not. This is a long story, but this is a great story.
We don't have time limits.
So
you gotta tell them that.
I was literally at my work, and I'm just eating, and then our coach sends the flyer, because he'll send them periodically, and then that's why like you guys see like the gradual posts of, hey, new match announced.
Okay.
And
that's why it's slow as hell. Got it.
I didn't say that.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Please. I'm already banned from my plate. Shit, I'm bad. I shouldn't say that.
So, I'm eating, and then I just see like the notification on my screen, and I know it's us because I see Jay's big ass hair, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, sorry, but I swiped away. I was like, I'll check it later, and then because I had like 20 more minutes on my lunch break, and then sure enough, like I get that text from our graphics guy. I'm not gonna name him, but I get that text, and then I'm like, what? And then I start getting more texts of like, congrats, like, oh my god, like, and I was like, what the fuck? So then I go to the chat, I'm looking, and then I see Danny Vintage, Animo, Jaden, and Brock. And I'm like, okay. And then I see the four of us. I see me, Jesse, Eric, and Jay. And I'm like, okay. But it wasn't clicking. Like, and I was like, what's happening? And then I read 8-man tag. And then like the shock I felt in my body, like, wow, like I get to wrestle, like finally, like it was one of the best moments for me, because it was like, wow, like, you know, a year ago I blew out my knee and I wasn't able to do anything, but then like you can just ask for a chance, and like that turns into something.
Yeah.
It was just so crazy to see like that was what came of that, you know what I mean? Me not wanting to sit on the sideline anymore.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey, I want to do something.
I want to be active in this, yes.
And like it was a great moment, because it was the five of us were there when we walked out. Key was there with us for the entrance, and it was just one of those like I posted it today, and it was one of those like feel good moments I like to watch every once in a while, because it reminds me of like, hey, like things are possible. And then like from then on, like my first singles match was against Marvel, of all people.
Oh yeah.
Which he threw me out the ring, which is crazy.
Pobrecito.
It was the greatest. Like, but that too, like I didn't find that out until day of.
And they really just kind of throw this at you, like, hey.
Yeah, he makes it tough on me, but I mean, I honestly think it's one of those things where it's like he does it, and like I couldn't be more thankful that he does do that stuff like that, because there's times where like it does get sprung on you, and you do get put into a position of like fuck, like,
How do I do this?
I gotta do this now.
Yeah.
But now it's like, but because I've been through it, I'm not trying to put down hybrid on anybody. Like, it's like a smaller scale. But like, if this did happen on like a huge scale, like, how would I react then? It's like, oh, well, I've been through something similar before. Like, I should be able to
just
go
jump
out
in
there, and I have the confidence in myself to be out there and to do my thing in front of everybody and like still feel like, all right, I did good. And then from then on out, it was just like match, and then like I've had my favorites. Like I have been told numerous people.
Don't answer that question because that's coming up later.
We gotta talk about my resume.
Yeah.
My resume.
Yeah, your resume.
Okay.
That's what this is gonna go into.
Okay. You want to go into that one?
Yeah.
We good? Cause
yeah.
That's basically like it's
yeah.
hard. It's hard not to talk about like that. It's hard not to answer the first question without
mentioning that part.
That part. Yeah.
Because one of the things that I wanted to ask you was like, since you've done it, or since you've been wrestling so far, who would you consider your dream opponent, or like who would you consider gave you your best match so far?
My best match so far. It's really hard, like, cause my resume. So I didn't graduate until October. Well, basically the beginning of November. It was like October 30th. I mean, we graduated, and so up until then, I had wrestled Marvel. I had wrestled Chase Owens. I had wrestled Casey for the title. I had wrestled Crowley. And then I wrestled, those are like the 4 singles matches, which I was an undergrad. I was not a graduate yet. Like, matches like that.
You kind of got to stress that a little bit.
Yeah, like, when you're an undergrad, you don't get matches like that at all. Like, at all. Your first match, you'd be lucky if you being like a multi-man match, which I was, but to go from like, hey, you're gonna be this 8-man, now you're wrestling the head coach, now you're wrestling, you know, a New Japan wrestler, now you're wrestling our heavyweight champion, like, to then like, hey, you're gonna wrestle, you know, a guy who's like the crowd fucking loves, and he's more over than anything, but he hasn't been here in a few months, like, and now you gotta handle that pressure of like,
he's coming back, and you have to.
You have to live up to like, hey, okay, cool. Like,
this is his comeback match here.
Yeah, so let's give him something good. And it was just like,
damn, now that I think about it, they really did feed you to the wolves. They're like the best, nicest possible. Not even nicest, because you did take that package pile driver from Chase. But
yeah, that was
that's a hard video. I had to like watch twice and then delete.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ooh, if I post this, I'm gonna feel bad.
Yeah,
Because then it just feels like, ooh.
Yeah, there was just like, again, like looking back, it was just like each one I feel like really like helped me along the way. Like Chase was, I guess, like the one of the big stress testers of like, hey, like he's so good that he can work with anybody and make you look good, which he did. And then, but I also feel like with Chase, like he brought out a lot of like the prelude to like what Freakshow, like what I've become. He brought out a lot of character in me that was like I didn't realize like I had until that match, because I watched my match with Marvel back, and my match with Marvel was more like pressure. It was like, let's see if you're gonna crack under pressure. Let's see if you can just
do it.
Listen, like in there, and like obviously Coach Marvel, like he wouldn't have done it if he didn't trust me. And then, because mind you, it was for the RCW title.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I want to remind you, he had been chasing that title for 20 years, and the first person he defends it against is me.
I mean,
which is a crazy like way to think about it. Like,
that is crazy, like, but it also, I don't know. Maybe that's just like, really, everyone. No, it's fine. Hopefully, we'll see. No, maybe my head thinks differently, because I'm like, wow, that's also like, that's nice, but it's also kind of fucked in a way.
Yeah.
I feel like, can you imagine being told like, hey, I chased this title for 20 years, I got it, I'm gonna pick someone I think is easy, and then actually be in for a fight.
Yeah, I mean,
so goes the way of the world, I guess.
it was like, that's one of my favorite matches I've had. Like there's so many reasons for that one. Casey, it was like wrestling my big brother, because Casey was like a big part of like my journey, like to become a graduate, and then like as well as like so many other people. Like he's got like the biggest heart when it comes to like this sport in this industry.
I won't boo him at this point.
Yeah.
I'll be nice now.
Like, I honestly feel like he's one of the last few like genuine people like we have like in wrestling, and like for him to like have done like so much shit that he did for like me and like so many other people, like he didn't have to, you know, but he did, and that match meant a lot to me because it was just like, why, you know?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, and Marvel told me this. He was like, no, it was Manny that told me this. Manny told me this the night I wrestled Marvel. He was like, why wouldn't it be you? Like, the more you question why is like when you start to lose a little bit of confidence, but it's like, why wouldn't it be you?
True.
Like, you should need to start putting yourself more forward. And like, when I saw that match announced, I was like, okay. And that was my first like very complex, I guess, match structure. And that one was like, just like, okay, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. It was hot as hell that night. It was horrible, but we made it through.
Yeah, if y'all have ever been to Hybrid, this is no diss to Hybrid. Love them. They always put on great shows, even though I miss a couple here and there. But this place, if it's hot outside, it's hot inside,
Yep.
You're dying. If it's cold outside, you're freezing inside.
Yep.
So, especially right now, because for those who don't know, Texas, yay.
Yep.
Bipolar weather, it's humid as hell right now. So, it's the only place that can be sunny and raining at the same time.
Yep.
Don't you just love it?
Yeah.
Sarcastically.
And then with Cali, it was like the way we structured that one. That one was like very different to me. So it was just like, all right, let's see how, let's see if I can get through this match. And then that match went good. And
I feel like that one gave you the most respect, at least from the ones that I've seen you do. Because he went back, if I'm correct. Like, he went after the match, like, yeah, like, cut my music, gave you your props, and then left you in the ring to get that props.
Yeah. It was a tall task the second he walked out. And it was just like, you know, he paved the path for, like, people that, you know, look like me and, you know, want to do the, you know, that kind of outlandish characters. And then for the next month, and I'm honestly probably gonna say it. It pains me to say it. My favorite match that I've had, now that I think about it, was in November at Thanksgiving's. Was it 3? Or was it 4? It was 4. My favorite match was against Cali.
Cali?
It was probably my favorite match because it was the only match up to that point where I was like, I feel cool. I wasn't stressed. I was like, this is easy, you know? But like, obviously we still had to go in there and do the work.
Yeah.
But it was one of those like, Callie too, she was a real big, we'll say big little sister, on my journey to becoming, you know, a wrestler. And so like, she taught me a lot of stuff. She helped me out with a lot of stuff. And then, so when we finally got that match announced, it was like, okay, this is gonna be very fun. This is gonna be very character. It was definitely feeds into the aspect of this is the attraction match that people are gonna want to see because it's just you have the two characters. Obviously, you know, height a little plays into a little well.
You have like what, an inch taller?
Yeah, something like that. When she don't got her shoe loops in.
Her shoe loops?
Yeah.
I thought that was you.
Nah, sir. I wear shooters when I wrestle, so mine are flat.
I swear I saw you wear heels once.
No, never have.
Damn. I was trying to get you to admit something.
No. So, that was probably my favorite match. Even though, shit, it was just, oh man, that match was great. Like, looking back, even though someone didn't catch me on a swanton, Whisper in the Wind, and I ate shit, oh man, that was great.
I mean, you could have been hurt worse.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, seeing you dive off the freaking top, I lost you for 2.5 seconds. I'm like, wait, I don't see him. And I look up and I just see this little, like, sorry, I'm going to call you a thing. I just saw this little thing running across the thing and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And yes, you can cuss. So this is like,
Okay.
if it happens, it happens. Again, everything stays in. No cuts. I just apologize later and then profusely get blamed for it. Yeah. So, kind of answered majority of it. Okay, here we go. So, going back to the beginning of like saying you've been in Dead Man's Hand since the beginning, is there, would you say that there's been a big difference since when you first started in it to where it's at now? Aside from like, you know, losing members, adding the people in, things like that.
There's a huge difference. And I don't know how this is going to come across, but I feel like this version of the group is probably the most confident the group has been. It didn't feel like this version of the group with me, Brock, and Casey right now. It feels like it's three people really, really trying to like elevate each other.
Okay.
Not to say that the original group didn't. It just felt like the original group was straight single stars that got put together, but everyone's still trying to kind of outdo each other.
Mm-hmm. Like there was that competition.
It wasn't it was a bit of competition, but it was more or less like we had to learn how to be a group. That was what it was. Okay. We weren't, because
it wasn't like people that have been in tag teams or things like
exactly.
that. Individuals just plucked.
Because I feel like in that group, the only person realistically that knew who he was Jesse. Mm-hmm. Everyone else, it felt like we were still trying to figure out who we were. And that kind of, and that falls on me too, because like I was figuring out who I was. Mm-hmm. I didn't know who I was yet. You know, I just know that, hey, I'm supposed to talk to you guys. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to help you guys with this. I'm supposed to do this and that. It felt like we were really trying to like figure it out. And I feel like toward the end is when we started figuring out like who we were. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, like because when like,
everything starts,
it felt like when we were figuring it out, and then that's when everything started falling apart. Okay. And it was just like, damn, like.
We just got to the point that we needed to be.
Because I remember having conversations with Jay about it, and like there were moments where it was like, dude, this sucks. Because like there was a point where it was just me and him, and it was like, no, we felt it. We were like, dude, we just got our footing, to where like, no, we feel like we got our stuff, we have our moves, like we have our like set course of stuff, and then everything kind of just fell apart, and I feel like. And again, like, I'm not, like, trashing anybody or, like, saying any bad about them, because they were all great, and, like, I can't thank them enough for, like, being a part of that for me. But in hindsight, I feel like we were all just trying to figure out who we were within the group, and, like, that was unfortunate, because the fact is our differences made us the group, if that makes sense. Like, the fact that we were different made us a great group, because that's what people liked about us, is that we were all different. But we
all different characters, all different walks of life.
We were the Ninja Turtles.
Literally.
Like, we really were. Like, that was the,
yeah.
That was
all the guys, yeah. I could see you be, no, someone else would be Mikey.
No, Eric was Mikey.
Yeah, no,
Eric
for sure.
was Mikey, like, Leo was Jesse, Jay was Raph. I, unfortunately, was Donnie, or Key was Donnie, one of the two.
I think she'd be,
Key's Master Splinter, or Key's,
April?
No. Baxter, you know?
It's one way to put it, yeah. Girl was tough, I give her that.
Yeah, no. But I feel like that's the big difference, and I feel like now it's like, with us now, when we got put, like, hey, you guys are gonna be a trio now, but it's y'all three going now.
You guys are established and just trying to elevate each other through what...
We already kind of know who we are.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's easier to play into, like, each other. So, like, and I feel like that was, like, something we missed back first started the group. Okay. And then also like with the original group, they were all kind of floundering before I came along. Like everyone was kind of just everywhere. Like Jay was doing whatever, Jesse and Eric were kind of doing whatever, Key was kind of doing whatever. Like no one really had like stories. They weren't really like a part of like
a set thing.
Yeah, and it was just like that was another thing too, is like I felt like we were trying to get everything off the ground, but we didn't have like the figuring out of who
like a
we
basis
were.
of where to put it from. Okay, I mean that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with it. I definitely do. You definitely can see, at least you wise, from being like where you were when, at least when I came in and seeing y'all, to now you definitely do seem a lot more comfortable, especially like when you're in ring and doing specific things. Like your first match, like you could tell you were confident, but you had that like shit, like okay, I'm here, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Especially like when you were hitting certain moves. Now you do it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Which is like it's nice to see.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's progress. Okay, so in correlation with that, since you guys are a trio, when you have singles matches and then you have to transition into like being, you know, the outside, the manager, into a team, what is that like, that transition? Do you have to like shift your mindset? Is there something that you do?
It all depends, like realistically, because like different matches call for different mindsets. So, to give you an example, like I went from wrestling Ridley in February, right? Like I had to go from that kind of mindset of like, all right, it's a woman, yes, but she's still bigger than me. I have to cut her down to break her down so I can get any advantage on her, right? And then this past night, we're wrestling 2 damn luchadors with stupid masks, and it's me and Brock. And I was like, okay, well, how can we put my moveset and your moveset together to make it make sense? And then there's also times where I'm out there with Rob, of all people, and
keep my mouth shut on that one.
and I gotta, watch his back, help him, because, there's just so many different mindsets. It honestly just depends. I try to take everything case by case.
Okay.
Like, realistically, it's like, I don't think about anything until it's like...
So you're in the day of?
Yeah,
like,
realistically.
this is what you're doing?
Like, I try to, like, get ideas and stuff like that. It's always great to have ideas, like, walking into stuff throughout the week and, like, whenever it gets announced. But, like truthfully, like, I won't know how I would attack it until, like, day of. Because that helps me, like, how would Freakshow react? How would I do this? How would I do that?
So you go into it with the mindset of, like, this is how my character would react, not how me personally would.
Yeah, no. Everything's, like, straight up, like, how he would react.
Okay.
So that's what I try. Because that's what I try to do. Because that's what people are paying to see. It's like, technically it's me, but in a way it's like they want to see what I'm going to do.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Never really thought about it like that. But, like, you think, if people can think of, like, how would who I am, like, out there react, not who I am as a person would.
I mean, that all comes down to why I wear the face paint and everything.
Speaking of which, like, on the side note, how much do you spend on face paint? Like, I'm curious. That's not in these questions at all, but I'm just curious.
So, the brand I use is called You Can Be. It is a $15 on Amazon to get black and red. They're like little, basically like foundation. And then you just get sponges and just put it on, little brushes to do my diamonds and smile. And then the red's like $5, same thing. So I'm spending no more than like $20. But this is like $20 to last me like a few months.
Okay.
So like, I mean, it's not that expensive. And I try to make it to where it's like, it's quality face paint, so when it does wash away with the sweat, it washes away with the sweat, and then it's just like, it's not so much on the canvas or anything. Or you'll find it on people's gear and whatnot, but I mean, sorry. Do your laundry.
Just don't wrestle him, that's the point.
Stay away from my face.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of putting it. Just stay away from the face and you'll be fine. Everything else, I can't promise you, you'll be fine on. You probably will hurt you. Okay, so who would you say is your dream opponent? Like, whether it be right now, pro, whoever.
Okay, I'll do 2 answers for this.
Okay.
So it's my actual dream opponent, the one that I want to wrestle. Like, it's Jonathan Gresham.
Okay.
This answer has not changed since last year.
Okay.
He's the only. So, how do I put this into words? Because there's a chance of seeing this, but so there was one night he wrestled Troy here back in May of, I want to say 2024. And at Hybrid, there's the big room where we do all the shows, and occasionally you might see it. There's just this glass window, and in that room is like the lights where we can control like the stage lights that are above the ring. That was my job before I did anything.
Okay, so you're in like guerrilla, quote unquote, or like lighting.
Yeah, and I just made sure the lights worked and all that stuff. Like I still do like some of the lights for the show, which is crazy.
They can't figure it out. Hey.
Yeah, it's like plug it in, plug it back in. Like, so.
It's like a computer. Just
Yeah, it's like Wi-Fi. Just turn it off for 5 seconds, put it back on. It's like, it should work.
cross your fingers and pray. That's about it.
Yeah, but then coach looks at me like I'm Albert Einstein, like coding and shit. Like nah.
He just sees all those fucking symbols around.
Yeah. So he wrestled Troy that day, and I was in charge of lights. And I don't think Coach Funaki was there, because usually that's where he'll watch the matches. But Coach Marvel was there, and he was watching the matches. So I was just in there with him. It was very quiet. It was very
Very awkward.
Yeah, very awkward. Because I'm not much of a talker, believe it or not. And then
I know.
And then he's not much of a talker, so like
Yeah, I can see that.
sometimes, depending. And that match happened, and he just taps me, and he's like, when he started, he wasn't very big, so he had to find different ways to take down his opponents. He's like, you should look into it, and I was like, okay. And then from then on, it was just off to the races. It was just, let me look it up. And if you guys have not seen Jonathan Gresham, when he first started, he was not a very big man. Like, he was not very big.
No?
Like, right now, he's huge.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look at his girlfriend. I would try and keep up with that too.
Yeah. But, so I looked into it, and then I just became obsessed with technical wrestling. And that's when I was just like his style made sense to me. And I also feel like that's the style that like helped me learn like wrestling, like actually figure out like psychology within Coach Funaki's ring.
Okay.
Because a lot of his stuff makes sense. It's like if you go for the arm, go for the arm. If you're gonna go for the head, go for the head. Like, you know what I mean? Like just common sense stuff. But I never thought about it in that sense until I started really watching him.
Okay.
And just like the style of like, I'm trying to beat you. Like, I'm not trying to showboat maybe a little bit, but then it's like,
I'm just here to win and get out.
I'm here to win. Like, and like I love like just that
style of it.
It's just so great. It's so fun to watch. Like, I would much rather watch that than any one of my matches.
So like would you consider, like you said, Gresham is someone that you look up to because of how like tactical he is. Would you consider like someone like Zack Sabre Jr. because how he's very ground-based, technical, like probably considered one of the best technical out there right now at least? Would you think of that too? Like was that in your mind too when you were studying Gresham?
Because a lot of the stuff I have like taken to my arsenal has been from Gresham, but there's been a lot of stuff that I've taken from Zack too, and like. Because like you can't really talk about like technical wrestling without talking about Zack Sabre Jr. because he's done so many like just things. Yeah. But the reason I lean more toward Gresham is because it's a little more real.
Height. Okay.
Zack's a little, you know.
Is he tall? He doesn't.
He's like 6'4".
Okay, maybe that's just.
He's very tall. He's like Jay.
He doesn't look that tall.
Imagine Jay, but like just technical. I can't imagine that either. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. But yeah, from then on out, it was just like, this is who I want to wrestle because to me, he is the best in the world, you know? And like, I honestly feel like he could just wrestle anybody and make him look good. But like, believe it or not, I know what I do is jump off a lot of stuff. And I would much rather watch a technical match.
I'd rather be there manipulating.
Yeah, I mean, the most I got to do it was my match against Ridley. Like that was the most I got to show because it was the last singles match I had. I wrestled Zoro, but like that moron. But that was like that was a little different because he's a little, you know, he's like a frog. You know, he just doesn't stop jumping everywhere. He's worse than me. I had to kick his ass.
I can't say nothing. And they're probably one of the fun teams that I'm gonna do later on if they still agree, if they still like me after. Yeah. After these interviews.
Like, you must have been sad last night.
I wasn't here.
Well, we beat them. Of course we did. It's me and Brock.
I could understand. Brock,
I don't know. Brock's pretty good.
I don't know. Brock had to have help to win a championship.
Did he though?
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, the case wasn't his. He had to have someone else knock out the other person. Had to knock out the other person with help.
They would have done the same for me.
Poor sweet some child. Anyways.
Whoa, hold on. We gotta answer that. Second of all,
Oh yeah, that's right.
local talent. I want David Teen. We've been trying to get this match for so long. We don't know where it's gonna happen.
Please make it happen
But
either at United or Hybrid so I can come.
Me and David. David's another one that's like been like a huge has made a huge impression on me throughout my journey. And
Isn't he still like 20 something?
he's my age, he's 25.
Really? I thought he was like 20, 21.
Just because his name is Teen doesn't mean that he's...
No, he just looks really young.
Oh, no, he doesn't. You knew you're closer to him. See them craters in his face and stuff like that? Yeah, no.
I'm good from a distance.
And when he shaves his mustache, yeah, he looks younger, but like, you know, with that goatee, you know, it's not doing it. It's not, yeah, he does. He's got like the mustache and
That really proves how much I pay attention,
yeah,
y'all.
no.
I pay attention to the people I want to pay attention to. Which is why he's here. But also because he willingly agreed.
Unfortunately.
Alright, we can just end it here then. Thanks for it. It's been cool. No, I'm kidding. You still got one more question.
Okay.
So, given that you answered everything on here without me even asking, thanks for that. This card is useless. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Less work for me. But what is the ultimate goal for you? Like, I'm not talking about like the generic, like, oh, I want to make it to WWE,
Yeah.
I want to make it to AEW. Like, when you started this, you had one goal, and it was what?
To prove my mom right. There was, not to get like too depressing, but like,
Fine, everyone knows I'm depressed.
so my mom passed away in 2015, and all when I was a kid was basically, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be a wrestler. It's like, you can say, I guess, I've already done it, like I've achieved like that part, but like, I think it's more or less like, I just want to become the wrestler that I think my mom knew I would become, and like, yes, maybe it's WWE, maybe it's NXT and all that stuff, but it's just like, make this successful for me. And like, people measure success in like totally different ways, you know. Before, like, for example, like before he went to NXT, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen at the time, he was just wrestling on the weekends, traveling, and like through the week he was just at home.
Yeah.
But he made a comfortable living on the indies and stuff like that. Like, that's success, you know. But then obviously he got the call to go do that. So, but like, there's been podcasts and times where he talks about like, no, I've like, I consider myself successful. Like, I've done it. Like, I just wrestle. I don't have to go out and do a 9 to 5 or whatever. And to me, like, there's like that part of me of like, I want to make the impact for people, whether they're booing me or whether they're cheering me, whether they're in the crowd wearing a mask or they're in the crowd face paint, whatever, like wearing a shirt. Like, to me, that's like success. It's like, because if I'm walking out and they're not making any noise, something's wrong. Like, I'm not doing my job, and it sucks because like,
You want that reaction.
yeah, it's what we live for. Like, realistically, like, you know,
Like, whether it's boos, cheers.
that reaction from the crowd is what we all want. Like, you can ask anyone on the roster, because if they're not making noise, there's a problem. And there's also like a personal problem with me, because it's like, you know, everyone works hard in life, and especially with prices nowadays.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Especially with that kind of stuff, like, people are paying their hard-earned money to come watch us, me, and all the other wrestlers on the roster, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna half-ass like a job, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
please don't. We spend money on this.
yeah, like, people pay to see you.
I still pay. And I will say that to the day I die. I still pay. For the people that think I get free shit, I don't. Where you get that idea, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, people pay money to see us, and then we walk out there with our merch, and then we expect people to pay more money. Like, for what? If you're not gonna give it your absolute all, right?
One of the few shirts I will admit to actually like physically buying is yours. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't buy merch.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, so like, I mean, success is just gonna be measured like different from person to person.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's just like, am I walking out and are they giving me a reaction? Are they booing me? They're cheering me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't want it to be like I'm just walking out just to walk out. Because like I love this so much, and like it's crazy to me. There are days I think about it where it's like I actually get to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually get to like.
I get to
like,
live with you.
Yeah, because like there's so many people that wanted to be a wrestler when they were kids. Like, and the fact that like like I have like my gear, I have like a look.
You have merch.
I have merch. I have music. Like, I have my own entrance. Like, I have stuff, and it's like
You have people wanting to hit your little pose with
yeah,
you too.
like people try to do the lean and stuff. Like, like I have my taunts. Like everything. It just sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But like this is what like everyone wanted to be when they were growing up, and I feel like
Everyone wants to be it, but not everyone can do it.
yeah.
So to do it feels a little bit surreal at times, or is that what you're trying to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's just moments where I'm just like, wow, this is like
This is life.
crazy. Yeah. Because there's times I watch back a match and I'm like, I don't even remember that, but yeah, like that's like real. Like I actually got to go do that. Chase picked me up and drove my head into the ground. Like I jumped off the balcony. Like I'm like, okay, cool. I got to do these things in my
Did
life.
a swanton onto a table in Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot.
Yeah. Like there's so many. Like I never wanted to be one of the people that you get older and you're just like, oh man, I wish I could have done that. Like, I should have
I should have tried when I had the chance.
yeah. And it was just like, all it takes is just that one little like step, and like, it's just sometimes it's that one step that's hard to take, but then it's just like, now it's just the problem of, hey, I don't want to quit now, because I've come too far.
You got that little bug now.
Yeah, because it's like, why would you want to quit? And I think through all my injuries that I've had, it's one of those where it's like, I've come too far.
Can we start like a little like a little like Cash App, GoFundMe, Venmo thing for when he does get injured again,
Okay.
which apparently happens a lot with him.
Yeah, it was rough in the beginning.
I'm hoping he has medical insurance, but on the off chance he doesn't,
I do.
there's that. There you go.
I do.
We'll put his link to like his Cash App or whatever in the bottom of whenever this video gets posted, so that way if you see him get hurt, just send him like a 20 or something. Just like here for medical expenses.
But I do have like, I mean, I have my goals of what like successes, like, but I mean, I feel like my moment of like I'm successful, I'll just feel it in the moment.
That's
It'll
fair.
literally just be like a random day where I'm like, no,
I'm good.
yeah. I don't think it's necessarily something you're like, oh, I need to make, like for people like, I need to make $1 million. I need to make, this much. I need to have a house. I need to have like 3 cars, like whatever. It's like, sometimes you just feel it where you're like, I've done it. Like, and I think that's how I'm gonna feel.
Okay.
So,
That's actually a really nice answer.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Who would
You're-
have thought the guy like this is the one that has.
I would have expected you to be a smartass, not gonna lie.
Nah.
But that just proves you can't judge people
Yeah.
by the face paint.
Nope.
I was gonna say by the cover, but the face paint fit better.
I don't have the mask right now.
I know. The mask is actually pretty nice. I will give you that. So, this is the end. I will let you leave. I will let you shamelessly plug, say anything you would love to say. Just say anything you want, and then we are good unless you want to add anything else. Or you also have the option to, if you choose to, like the last one. For those who don't know, there is another interview, but there was a lot of people in that one, so we just wanted him, or I wanted him by himself, so that way we get who Freakshow is. You also have the opportunity to ask questions, or you shamelessly plug. Your choice.
Okay. First of all, Monster Energy, you need to sponsor me. This is my goal. This is one of my goals. This is one of those success things I was talking about. You can follow my Instagram and TikTok. It's at the Freakshow. It's instead of an E and an A, it's a 34. Figure that out.
That's his age.
No, it is not.
It's not. I'm
her
just.
age.
No.
It's a shout out to Jay Young. Because he's old, balding, you know.
Isn't he younger than us?
Yeah. Unfortunately. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, that has been Freak Show. Please look out for everything. If you do not have the energy to look for his stuff, I'll figure out a way to link it in the description somehow. There you go. There's the lean.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we'll see if we can
Terrible.
work some stuff. But we'll see. All right. Bye.
Hey, we got